Oh, I've been working on the railroad. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Silver Republic. My name's Brave, and if you're following the channel and you're also following the post that I'm making, you would have noticed that I made a post tonight. I said I was at an event all night and there would not be a video coming out for Workers and Resources. However, because I like making videos just so much, I have decided to stay up just a wee bit later so I can get you guys out a video for tomorrow on our regular posting schedule so that you're not without going in to Thursday. So with that being said, this may not be the longest episode that I have ever recorded. It may be a little bit shorter, but I think that is just okay. Shorter may be better than nothing. So there's a few comments that were made previously about kind of how my rail system was looking. So I did want to address that and get a better looking rail system going. So it makes a little bit more sense, but having my rail system run straight in into the warehouse without having a bypass track was a little bit foolish. So thank you again for those that tune in on a regular and leave me comments and kind of give me some words of advice on how to make sure my Republic stays afloat to the best capacity it could possibly stay to. So I do want to say thank you, everybody that gave me the recommendation. So we're going to now have a lane that allows them to get to here. With that being said, we're also going to need to have a lane that would allow for anybody coming on the export track to come in and choose to go into the warehouse. And then we also need a way for them to choose to come out of the warehouse. So we only need enough for, say, because they'd be like splitting the difference here. So anywhere like here would do the trick. So we just need something like that, just kind of a slip lane so that the trains that are going on the export line can cross over. And then they can choose to get onto this lane here. And I don't like the way this is hooked up. So I'm going to do something like that. And then we can't run this straight. So we're going to do something like that. We'll do something like this. And then see if we can hook that up, which we can. Cool. So now it actually is very close. And I don't think this shouldn't bug the train, but I do like how it is as close as it can physically be. That looks a lot better than what I initially had planned. So this is going to allow trains that are on the export line to go in here, and then once they're done, they can also cross out. So this is going to have to be signaled so that no other train's allowed in here when there's a train in there, which is fine. So then that also means that, no, this line should be fine because this is import and then import. Because the train should just be coming in the import lane to drop off whatever it needs to, and then going back onto an import lane. So these ones should be fine. I shouldn't have to correct anything over there because it's fine. But yeah, we just needed to correct this track here because this track, now that it is set up to have better imports and exports, that means that we can move stuff in and out just a little bit better into Republic. So I am going to play on faster speed. I want to see if we can get some things wrapped up a little bit quicker than what we have been doing in most recent episodes. I want stuff to get up and running a lot quicker because it just seems like right now we're at a snail's pace here, people. So I'm going to play on some faster speed to see if we can get some stuff up and running quicker. One of the things that we do need to get up and running quickly is our town. Once we get the town up and running, then that's going to allow us to have more of a workforce to operate with. And if we have a bigger workforce to operate with, then obviously we can get things done just a little bit quicker than kind of where we're sitting at right now, where we only have 8 workers to choose from. That 8 workers just really is not enough. It would be ideal to have the option to pick between like 40, 50, 60. And that just means that we just need to increase our capacity with having our own citizens in. So this is set up here now nice and neatly. We do also have kind of the rail system to come into the Republic, which is good. We need that inwards to the Republic. But also, which was made mention about the train system, while we continue to wait for all this stuff, which, oh, actually, these have power now. So what we could do is we could actually import power. It all costs the same no matter what, I think. Yeah, so, ooh, hair flew into the mouth while trying to record this. Yeah, so these guys now officially have power, and with power, that means that they can have their own fuel supply. So we are going to tell them to keep these full as well to 80%. Okay, so now they're going to have their own internal fuel. So we're not necessarily going to need to have this fuel station here. We will keep this one by the border still operational, because in case vehicles need gas on their way into the Republic. I like how they can just turn around here now. They're like, oh, I forgot something. Just turn around. Go back to the customs house. So we do have some power hookup, which is great. It would be nice to get our water facility all hooked up and operational. Also, speaking about water, there was made mention that the water line switch that I currently have hooked up, which this bad boy, I believe it was 77, was the water quality. I need to double check. So fabric factory, it needs required water quality of 85. So that means that what I was trying to do, just to punch in any type of water, isn't going to work. So we're going to cancel all this, because it ain't going to work. It's not going to pump the water that we need. So we just need to find, this is my water switch here. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to put in a water switch here. Build with lamp. Oh, how neat. You can build brick footpaths. I didn't know that. Maybe that's something we should have invested in. Walking speed 95. It's just a little bit faster. But anyways, sorry, totally sidetracked. So I hope this doesn't make a loud noise. I just need to lower the microphone. It's a little bit too high. What we need to do is we need to get a water switch, because we want to be able to run more water. Run more water. So that's like that. So if we did something, say, we have sewage ran out here. This is where that switch. So say if we just did another switch here, then what we could do is run a large pipe I'm going to do something like that. So that's going to be a large pipe, and then it needs, for the fabric factory, it needs at max is 11 meters cubed. So that means if it's max, just this small little guy should be able to do exactly what we need to have done. So yeah, we'll do that. That's going to get enough. Now that is actually going to be satisfactory for the water quality that is required to be in this water depot here. So that is good. we needed to make sure that we had the correct water flowing into the cloth factory. So now we have that, which is good. We want to make sure that we have that so it's flowing nicely into the fabric factory and all that fun jazz. Okay, so that takes care of that. The water problem, the Great Water Problem in 1931, that really wasn't a water problem. But if I didn't decide to check into it, could have, well, not me, you guys. You guys were the ones that helped me figure that one out. So, again, always appreciate the comments. Definitely helps me out to make sure I don't make a mistake that may cost me. So it always is greatly appreciated. Also, looks like they did fix their roads a little bit, where if they're together, they don't just like not just two roads that are just weirdly combined. So it actually looks like they did fix that, which is nice to see. So I'm gonna do that. I'm also going to set this one up for construction as well. Oop. We don't want them construction that. Just the roads, please. This one we still haven't filled up, but I just don't see a need to fill it up currently because we just don't have the need or the capacity for any more vehicles unless we get our own citizens because we just can't pull enough in. So hopefully the faster speed helps us speed up to a position where maybe we can actually build more things, get more things, and then that means we can have more things going at one simultaneous time, like getting our money up, because right now it's not up, it is down. Very, very down. So let's just make sure that these guys, yeah, they're doing all these power supply too. Looks like they haven't started though because they're missing a bunch of different resources, which is fine. I think I want to complete this section of the road too, because this shouldn't cut off. This shouldn't cut off anything because I should just be able to scoot around it, which is good. And then this is still a connector road. Which I think we can get rid of this middle connector if we can squeeze it somehow to remove it. And then just want to remove that. This will remain, but then I do want to just run this straight eventually once this section's done. So just got to get our bulldozers over there to bulldoze the terrain. Well, not bulldoze terrain. Just put down gravel and put the gravel up and into where it needs to be. They're going to keep working on this. Okay, so water's finalized. Should be. Power's going up. Our open storages are going up for our train, which eventually this needs to be reworked. So we do need to move this in the near future because we want it to get out of the way. We do have a bus to bring in workers over here, but currently we have no water. So there's no way for us to do anything. Which this construction office will refuel our track builders, but there is always a but, which we need. It's called, wait for it, train coaling station. One of these is a lot less expensive. So how big is that thing? Quite big. How big is this thing? Just as big. So we're going to need to have some way for this trains to refuel themselves with steam. They just need water and coal, and that's how they're going to refuel themselves. So we need some type of location that's going to be set for refueling our trains with coal and steam. So we do have water switch coming off here. It does have a tank of 400 meters cubed, so we probably want a large tank running to it. We could set it here, but we kind of want to leave this open for more of our fabric factory. We could set it up this way, but it doesn't produce any pollution. We do have water up in this location, so we could have it where there is a train kind of stop in this location. We could also bring it out and into here. That's another solution. Or we even bring it off this way and just have this as the fueling. Or we can leave this to have future development in with like services and stuff like that. But I'm not too sure. Or we could put it in here. But again, this is kind of... This road is kind of... Or this rail track's kind of temporary in my mind. Because we're not trying to keep it forever. What about here can I get rid of? Nothing I can get rid of there. Okay. Just because, yeah, this... Maybe what we could do... Could I get rid of this track and this track? Because it looks very finicky. We could pull it out and around. Because we want this to be kind of where the trains go in and out uninterrupted. We could tell the track builder to go this way. That is quite a long ways around, but we could have a coaling station. Or we could tell it to come through here and hook into here. Like if we said no crossing allowed, but if we did say here, here, and then wrapped it in and around, we could do something like that, but I don't like the way it wraps. So what if we did like that, and then we connected it to there. I think that's a little bit better. This guy runs off this way. We have a railroad switch over at this location, because if they want to be, if the import needs to be able to bypass, we still want it to have the option to bypass around, but then it also needs to have a way to come back, because this is going to be a section, but if this one's free, we want them to utilize it to zip past and then free themselves back up. So this can be the track for them to do any refueling that they need to do. And then we're just going to need to have another switch over. Because if they're going this way, they need a way to get turned. They need to get a way to get turned around. Because if they're facing out this way on the import track, they have no way to flip themselves to get back on the export track unless they're in a station. Or we could tell them to do this. And then that would technically be a flip around station, because then they can go into, well, this would be an import, and then go into here, and then they can get themselves flipped around at the customs house. But I don't think that really solves my problem, does it? Because this is still like coming in on the import track, and then they're not allowed to cross over. So it really doesn't solve my problem, does it? So what if I did... So I could do something like that. That allows the import to get on the export track. But I think that looks redonkulous. So let's get rid of that. Okay. So they're going to come in through here. Build track, 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 track. They have a way to flip-flop, right? Yeah, so they can go on this track. Yeah, because I just think they need a way to flip around. And we might need to make like a flip around point, like over here or something. But I think this is good for right now. And then we also want them to have a refueling station somewhere here. Maybe this could be... No, because if this is a turnaround, we're still in the situation where they're only on the same track. Because we need them to be able to turn and get on this track. So that means there'd have to be a turnaround, say, in here to turn themselves around and go there. So maybe if it was here and they would cut back on themselves. So we need to find a way to get a turnaround so that they can turn around if they need to and just get on another track that's not fully out of the way. That allows them to run back to the customs house, which, sure, we'll figure that out in a minute. But let's do the train recoaling. I'm thinking here. It's a bit out of the way, but that's good because we won't run into any problems with it out of the way. So I think we can do something like that. And then this just requires water. So this doesn't need to be treated water. But if we already have a switch here, might as well just do purified water where this tank can get stored up. Now, we might need to get another water treatment quickly. But I don't think that this will take away from it too quickly. In worst case, we're just going to have to get another well a lot quicker than maybe what we're planning on. But I think we should be just about fine. So we need this to be... Looks like we're only going to get 87. And no crossing allowed. We get 79 out of that one. And then we can get, looks like 94 and... Any track fit in here? Only 66. Oops, didn't mean to delete all of that. Just want to get rid of all that. Well, they can get flipped around in this, can't they? I believe so. And if they can't, we can just move this a little bit differently. So if I delete all that, and then if I delete this guy here as well, and say then if I grab the coaling station, flip. What if I put it back here? How much does that give me, Mr. Boss Man? That gives me 100 and... what are you gonna give me? 91. How big is this? 61. So let's just say it's 100 and that would be 150. Not the greatest. So what if this can run 100? That'd be 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need 140. Let's see if I ran it like that. Could I then get that to be there? That to be there. That looks wonky. I like the concept. It just looked really wonky. So 140. Like so. And like so. And then we can wrap it in on itself. We can wrap it in on itself. Surely. Surely. Surely, surely. Like that. Okay, so that should be long enough of a coaling. And then we can just kind of... Yeah, something like... Yeah, something like that would work, right? I'm kind of thinking, what if I... What if I get rid of this? Draw a choo-choo track. like that. Say yes. And then connected that. And then could that connect? And then that can't. Okay, so what if we brought this back? Oh man, don't you just love it? The workers and resources finicky train building simulator. Back at it again. I feel like I just put it in the same spot like 3 times over. So what if that one goes there? We say, do it, man. And what if this guy goes here? I mean, is that like funky? No. No, not really. I think honestly that looks just wonderful. Okay. So now we have a coaling location where I don't think they can really get to it. So what if we built the coaling station on the other side and then they had a way to get into it from both sides? And then we just make it so that they can make the changeover here. Okay. I'm going to relocate this coaling station. I'm going to relocate it so it's alongside here, because if they're just waiting, what's another track for them to wait just next to it? Because they're waiting in the coaling station to then just leave. Like, would that cause a backlog? I don't think so. So I'm going to quickly build that. And I'll be right back. Oh, well, that only took a handful of minutes. But I think I got the location that I want down because I have a switch over here. And I think never tested it before I came back. Yes, I can hook that up there. So we're going to have a little bit of underground spaghetti, but that's the beauty of underground. It can be spaghetti and nobody's allowed to question it because it's underground spaghetti. Now, getting it to this side was not thought about, but I think if we pull it here, do another maybe 90 across the track. Can we hook it up into here? No crossing allowed. Why is there no crossing allowed? What are you bumping into, big guy? Oh. Nothing. Just being a workers and resources weirdness. Okay. So that should work. If it doesn't, let me know in the comments below. But what we can see here is this export track. These do flip-flop, which I think is fine. But anyways, this export track has the option to continue straight or switch tracks or go into this one, right? So imports would come into here and then can do their import stuff. Then, so anything exporting, if they need a refuel, they come this way and they can go to here to refuel, right? They can get their coal. They can do their thing. They can get more steam and they can come out here and continue on their merry way on the export track, right? Which we might just need to have like a flip around point somewhere over here, but also a straight around point so that they can get onto the other track they need to. So yeah, they come through here, they can come into here, they can get refueled, they can continue on their merry way, and then the import one can cross tracks, get into here, and then can cross tracks back to keep going on the export line. And also I did redesign this. I did take away what was here, and I also did straighten this out a little bit. It still looks pretty crooked, but it's a little bit more straight than when we had it like, I don't know, 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. Anyways, so that's a little bit more straight, which is great and dandy. So a bit more straight of a line. This I think is good. Granted, it looks like a absolute garble of a mess, but we have the refueling station. Now, something I did not check. Aggregate. Oh, we're saving. Quick save time. Oh, we gotta love that quick save timer. Gives you time to sip on some apple juice and recuperate yourself. So something I didn't incorporate, which I don't think early on we're gonna need a ton of aggregate, but if we did, say, a small aggregate storage of, I think 870 tons is probably gonna be plenty. Oh, that is going to need power, isn't it? And there's no power, but we can pull off here. So, not to where we can even put a switch nearby. So maybe what I want to do is demolish that. I think I'm going to put the small aggregate on this side just because it's a little bit closer. So small aggregate. This can have station for vehicle unloading and loading is 2, which is just wonderful. Now, can I get it? No. So maybe it is a better idea to have it on this side. A, it gets hooked up right away. And B, I don't have to finagle around with power to 2 of my structures, just to the 1. So we can do something like that, and then something like that. And then we can look to even, I guess, hook it up right there. And then we'll also bring that across so that people can get in and do their thing that they need to do. And it's going to be awesome and dandy and wonderful and amazing. And that's the way that's going to be hooked up. And then all we have to do now, because this doesn't need any power, or this needs power. We only have one location currently hitting it with power. We can build a electrical substation. And then from the electrical substation, this guy should be able to get over there. Now, this is another coal, but I think what I would do, instead of expanding this one, once I understand the system, how trains operate and function, I'd probably look to make a second one. So, what I'm thinking is, instead of doing another coal, because we could do another aggregate on the back of this one that just kind of piles and funnels in, we're going to do another switcheroony here. Open up a little bit more opportunity. We're going to get the large voltage cables, and we're going to see if we can run them a little bit like that and a little bit like that. And then these, don't know if we need the big one, maybe just a medium guy. That guy can go underground like so. And I think, you know, now that I have him above ground, kind of regretting it. I'm just going to do the big guy. Big guy underground and connect him into there. I think that is, yeah, that is what I'm going to do. So, big guy into here. Let's see if we can get him to look a little better. Boom, bosh, bada boop. Okay, so now they can build up all of that. And that's our coal refueling. It has coal, water. Eventually this will have coal. It's not built right now, but eventually this will have coal. And this also has a switch. So in case we need to run anything off this way for transformer wise, we can with this beautiful switch that we have. And hopefully that helps with advancing the growth. And hopefully this isn't completely wrong. And then what we can do is also put some more services in here and push the city back into this location here. Maybe even off into this location too, because there's currently nothing that's going to pollute it other than this small heating plant, which, oversight, might be fine, might not be fine. We will kind of see. But I also wanted to make sure that this coal, what is it called? Train coaling station was kind of in the middle of everything, so we didn't have to go fully out of the way. So the only other thing to do for this coal refueling station is if a train needs to, currently if a train needs to turn around, I don't see a way. And again, leave it in the comments below if you see a way that a train can turn around in my current setup, because I just don't see a way that the train can turn around unless they're in the warehouse and they flip themselves. And then they take this track, and then they can choose to get themselves out of this way. This is a crossover, so this is going to have to be kind of a section and a junction, so that nobody else can go into this junction while a train is currently in this junction. That's fine. But there's no way for an exporting train over here to turn up. Well, actually, pardon me, everybody. An exporting train can just go into here, refill himself, and flip around. So I guess that is the beauty of having a coaling station, even in the position it's in, is they could just flip themselves around right there. Because even an end station, I think they can flip themselves around, right? Yeah, and then they can go back the other direction that they just came from, in essence, flipping themselves around. So, this end station, or this coaling station I think they should be able to flip themselves, and then when they come out, they can choose this track and go out on the import. So they would go out on the import track. That doesn't seem right. Import would come in. If they flip themselves around, they would go out. So maybe what we need to have is also that's not it. Can we? Huh. So I'm thinking right now what we need is we also need another track that goes that away. So let's see. If we delete this, bring that back, delete that guy. Let's get rid of some of these maybe junctions we don't need. Do a little bit of that. Take that away. What if we ran... So that's the export. That takes them out. Right? Granted. So this should be the out. But then we also need these guys to have a way in. And that would be their way in. Okay. I think that's right, because this would be... If they turn themselves around, that's their export. If they turn themselves... They want to go in, that's their import. Now these seem backwards, don't they? Because this would be... Okay, hold on. I'm going to figure this out. Okay. A little bit faster, I think I figured this one out. I might be getting a little bit too tired to really get this all figured out. So, we got X's here. We got an X here. We got an X up here. So that means this is a junction. So this is having to be closed off. Because a train's going to need to make a decision here. This is what I'm thinking. Let me know in the comments. Import. Import train comes in. Decides, I need to go get some fuel. So it's going to switch tracks to go to this side. Keep going on this side and switch back tracks. And it's not back on the import. And then it's going to go in. And it's going to chill. And then it can make a decision to keep going or get back on. Well, it doesn't need this decision. Just going to go straight because this is the only way it can go unless it flips back around. And it makes a decision to come back up this way, which most of the trains should do because there's currently going to be nothing up this way. So it's going to make a decision to go up and or down. Then in here, a train can make a decision to go straight into here or it can go up and out and make a decision to cut back on the import track. So that means... Well, it needs to cut back out because it's going to be a one-way only. This will be a two-way. So I think I'm understanding the way that these junctions are supposed to work. But again, leave it in the comments below. Let me know if I'm doing it or if you could just, say, Brave, man, you could have took the night off. You're too tired to figure out railroad track stuff. And it just looks like an absolute cheeks. Huh. So yeah. That could be what is going on here. But, I mean, we got something going. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't work. But, nonetheless, it is something that is up and running. Now we just have to figure out how do we get tracks over this way. But it looks like you can use these X's for a lot of things. You just kind of got to, like, junction off these locations so that the trains can make a decision about where they're wanting to go. I'm sure once you get once I can go over top, we're gonna have to redesign that because then maybe this can tie into this, or this is going to need to actually, these tracks are maybe going to need to take a tighter turn to go here, and then we're going to have to do some type of X thing so they can make a decision. But mostly all of these are going to be imports, so I feel like I can just pull it straight off the import line and then just kick it right back out this way. And then, you know, they can go fill up or here. So maybe it is crucial that temporarily we have a flip around line here. Because, like, here's an X, so they can choose, and then they can come back on the export line and get themselves out of the city. That might be an option. I think we can definitely take a look at doing something like that. Because that might be a way to get them out of the city. Yeah, okay. Might take a look at that. But I think I got my coaling station set up, so we should be good there. Looks like more and more is being set up in the city. We got some refueling. These are all full. We are going to copy and paste it there. But yeah, we just are waiting. We're waiting for this to get some water in it. It has coal. That is good. Which we should also, well, it has to be built first. But then this coaling station is going to need some coal, which is just going to go here. We got power getting hooked up here, so that's going to be awesome and groovy and wonderful when it gets up and operational, which would be good. And then we have our coal station with a train, or not train, sorry, a bus idea that is going to take them from town to go to work over here. We also have figured out the proper water situation so that we have the correct water being pumped out. Just got to make sure that we actually have connected enough water, because a lot of things we're currently supplying with water, a little bit more than I thought early on. But I mean, it's probably okay. Probably don't have to worry about it too much, but a little bit more than I thought. This is also getting up and running. I'm not too sure what we should look to advance into. I mean, we can look to get our garbage up and running a little better. But in terms of everything else, I think primarily, well, we also need to get a grain storage. That is something that was also mentioned to me, is getting a grain storage, so that we can have a lot more storage for crops. So if I go into the food and I go to grain storages, so this is an older grain storage, it's a warehouse. These can store, these are expensive to make, but they can store an absolutely ton. Just an absolute metric ton of crops. And then that means that the crops, we can actually get crops. So, you know, it might, well, I need to be able to connect to there. So I was thinking maybe it's beneficial just put it over here. But if I put it over here, I can't actually connect to this warehouse. So I need to find a way. Probably gonna have to be something like this, so I can connect to the track to it. Because I currently don't have forklifts, and it needs to be connected directly to this guy. Because without any forklifts, I can't move it from the warehouse. Won't pull. It has to be directly hooked up to the fabric factory, and then that means that the tracks are going to need to also find a way to get hooked up, because I can't just sharply, I mean, I can, I guess. It's steam powered, it's not too fast, but I think in realistic, even if I pulled off, because if this is the import line, if I just pulled this one off, try to run it, well, I can't even, I don't have any room here. I was gonna say maybe run it this way and then import, and then I can run back out to this one and then do the switch over and whatever, but we might have to even just pull, after the switch, pull it back and cut around, and then it dies here somewhere, and then this can hook up there, and then this is the track here, and then I would flip around, and then I can go back out and then decide on which track it wants, which is going to always probably be this one. So you can probably just let it go, yeah, right back onto it because it's going to want to kick back out unless it's going to continue this way. Then we'll have to figure that out some other time. Not tonight. It is late. I had an all-night event. Then I played Workers and Resources for you guys, and I had a good time doing it. Don't get me wrong. Had a great time doing it. But it is going to be a bit of a little bit of a shorter episode today. Want to end it. Want to get in bed. But again, appreciate everybody for watching. My name is Brave. If you liked the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because anything helps. We're on that move to get into 500 subscribers. And when we get there, it's going to be an awesome time. I'm really excited for it. I've loved the growth so far. So thank you again, everybody. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.